Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another video. It's that time again to do our NFL picks and predictions. We're going to be looking at all of our Week 7 matchups. We're going to predict the outcome for every single one of them. But guys, this is our quick picks. The goal, have all the games wrapped up within and under 15 minutes. So we're going to be rolling. Make sure to buckle in, guys. My voice still a little raspy, getting over laryngitis, so try to stay with me. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Drop your comment down below. Who do you think is going to win these games? Drop it in the comment section. If you want to join one of our member teams, make sure to check out that pinned comment down below. Click on that link, sign up there, and I would appreciate it. Let's get right into it. The very first game, it's an early Sunday game. It's a London game again. Whenever you have London games, crazy things can happen. Sometimes upsets happen. 9:30 a.m. NFL Network, 4-2 Los Angeles Rams on the road versus the 4-2 Jacksonville Jaguars. The Rams, 58.2% chance to win. They're 3-point favorites, 44.5 over-under. They might not have Nakua here. Stafford, though, having a great season. One of his most efficient seasons, 1,700 yards, 12 touchdowns, 2 picks. Look for Williams to have a big game. If Nakua suits up somehow, they win this game easily. 23.3 points a game, giving up 18.3. But a lot of question marks. They have a deep wide receiver room. Pretty good defense. But the Jags, they're also rolling this season. 23.2 points a game. Trevor Lawrence, a lot more decisive. Travis Etienne having a great season on the ground. And Brian Thomas Jr. starting to get hot right now. They're only giving up 20. They lead the nation in forced turnovers. Really good defense so far. But I think the Rams will win this one across the pond, 23-20. And now back to normal Sunday times. 1 p.m. October 19th, Fox. The New Orleans Saints, 1-5. The Saints here, they got that one win here. The offense can't move the ball. The rest of these playmakers got to step up. Kamara's banged up, but they have Olave. They have Cooks. They have Rattler. Sometimes he's accurate, sometimes he's not. He's going to have to be in true form here because the 3-2 Bears, they got a legit offense. Chicago, 64.7% chance to win. 5.5-point favorites. 47.5 over-under. New Orleans, 18.5 points a game, giving up 26.7. The Bears, 25.2 points a game. Caleb Williams, much improved over last season. 9 touchdowns, 2 picks. They have Odunze. They have more deep wide receiver room. Defense, very questionable, giving up 28.2 points a game. But the offense can carry this game at home. The Bears win this one 27-20. And on Fox at 1 p.m., the 3-3 Carolina Panthers. How about the Panthers? A 500 football team right now, picking up right where they left off last season, coming off that win versus the Cowboys on the road versus the winless, the 0-6 New York Jets. The Jets, 48.6% chance to win. Carolina, 51. Practically a 50-50 split down the middle. Carolina, 1.5-point favorites, 42 over-under. The Panthers, Bryce Young here. When he has a run game, he does play the play action very well. They're giving up 24.3, much improved over last season where they were around 34-35. The Jets, Fields, you got to play a lot better than you did last week here. Jets are averaging 20.5 points a game, giving up 28.3. They don't necessarily do anything well. Give me Carolina squeaking out this game, 20-17. 1 p.m. on the Fox, the 4-2 Philadelphia Eagles on the road versus the 3-2 Minnesota Vikings. Both teams have a lot of potential. Philadelphia, 52.5% chance to win. The defending Super Bowl champs. And right now, the Vikings, 47.1. Eagles, 2-point favorites, 43.5 over-under. Philadelphia not playing the best football in the last couple weeks. They have to get the offense right. Hurts has not been playing well this season. Barkley hasn't gotten the ground game going. They're averaging 23.7, giving up 23.8. They're only running for 95 last season. They were running for 188 per game, double what they are right now. Minnesota, 24.6 points a game, giving up 19.4. They have Mason, Jefferson, the quarterback position. Wentz, McCarthy, who's your number one going forward? Does it even matter this game? Philadelphia, they're due for a good performance. Give me the Eagles here, 27-21. 1 p.m. on CBS, the 4-2 New England Patriots. This offense is rolling. The Patriots coming off of beating the Bills. How about Drake May? Great season. Vrabel's completely flipped everything here. On the road versus the 1-5 Tennessee Titans, who just fired their coach. Patriots, 65.6% chance to win. 7-point favorites, 42 over-under. Drake May, really good numbers so far. Stevenson playing well. Diggs is questionable, but he's that veteran presence there. They're averaging 25 per game, giving up 20. Tennessee, one of the worst offenses in the country. They're averaging 13.8, giving up 26.8. It's not Cameron Ward's fault. The offensive line's bad. The wide receivers can't hold on the balls. They can't run the ball. I have the Patriots winning here. Too much offense for Tennessee to compete with. They win 28-17. Then at 1 p.m. on CBS, we have the 1-5 Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins here. McDaniels on the hot seat, Guerrero on the hot seat. They got to get the offense right. The defense is atrocious. 51.7% chance to win, practically a 50-50 split. They are the underdogs. They'll be playing the 1-5 Cleveland Browns, 3-point favorites, 40.5 over-under. Miami, 22.3 points a game, giving up 29. This team cannot tackle. They take bad angles. They still have Tua. Tua can potentially have a good game here. Just don't try to run the ball, especially versus this Cleveland defensive line. They have Arch and Waddle. Cleveland, very good defense, but they're on the field the entire game because the offense can't get a first down. Browns, 13.7 points a game, giving up 24.3. I'm going to go with Miami pulling off the upset on the road. I trust their offense more still They win 24-20. 1 p.m. on CBS, the 2-4 Las Vegas Raiders here. One version of Geno Smith shows up. Sometimes it's 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. He's got to get a little more consistent. They're on the road versus the 3-3 Kansas City Chiefs, coming off of beating the Lions. Look for this team to get back to rolling. 78.5% chance to win, 12.5-point favorites, 45.5 over under. Las Vegas, 17.2 points a game, giving up 24.8. They just can't move the ball, especially when Geno Smith is that inconsistent. The Chiefs, 25.8 points a game, but Patrick Mahomes can't be the leading rusher. He's still the leading rusher, only running for 35 a game. They got to get the ground game going. They're giving up 20.7. Defense not as good as it used to be, but it's still good enough. KC wins this one 28-16. 4:05 p.m. on CBS. The 2-4 New York Giants coming off an upset win here. Can they pull off another upset on the road versus the 4-2 Denver Broncos? Broncos, great defense, 65.9% chance to win, 7-point favorites. 40 over under. Giants are having 20.2 points a game, giving up 24. They have Jackson Dart, Scatterbo, running physical game here. Just imagine if they had neighbors that added the mix. Bo Nix on the other side, very efficient, very accurate with the ball. J.K. Dobbins, Sutton. Denver's averaging 21.7, giving up 15.8. That's a top 2 national defense. They shut down the run. They take the run game away from the Giants. They get the win, 24-17. One of the best games of the week next, CBS 4:05 p.m. The 5-1 Colts on the road versus the 4-2 Chargers. How about these teams? How about the Colts, the surprise team of the season? Right now, LA, 49.3% chance to win. Indianapolis, 50.3. Practically a 50-50 split with the fans. Chargers, 1.5-point favorites. 48.5 over under. A 1.5 spread here. It's basically a pick 'em. Colts, 32.3 points a game, giving up 19.3. They can throw. They can run. Daniel Jones right now playing like Andrew Luck, Jonathan Taylor, Warren Pierce, so many weapons on the other side. Chargers. Herbert showed what he can do last week versus the Dolphins, driving 21.2, giving up 20.8. Johnson a little banged up here. Hampton's banged up. Ladd McConkey playing well. I think the Chargers take this one at home, 27-21. 4:25 p.m. on Fox. The 3-1 Green Bay Packers here. The Green Bay Packers here wanting to get their season back on track. They started out the season so hot, kind of got a little quiet there, but they have some momentum. 61.4% chance to win versus the 2-4 Arizona Cardinals. Big question: will Kyler Murray be playing this game? He has practiced, but it's been limited. Right now, the Green Bay Packers 6.5-point favorites. 44.5 over under. Green Bay 26.2 points a game, giving up 20. Arizona 21.7 points a game, giving up 21.2 here. The Cardinals dealing with a lot of injuries. The Green Bay Packers fully healthy. Jacobs is banged up, but they have Kraft, Reed, Love. Love can throw it. He can run it. They have a multiple type of offense. They win this one on the road, especially with the question marks at the quarterback position for Arizona. They win 26-20. 4:25 p.m. on Fox. The 3-3 Washington Commanders coming off that upset loss here. Daniels fully healthy right now. He can throw, he can run. One of the most electrifying quarterbacks in the NFL. They want to get things back on track here. A lot of injuries to this team, but they can score some points on the road versus the 2-3-1 Dallas Cowboys. Dallas can score some points, but their defense is completely atrocious. There will be opportunities for the Commanders to score. Washington, 50.2% chance to win. Dallas, 49.4, pretty much a 50-50 here. Washington, 2-point favorites, 55.5 over under. They're averaging 26.3 a game. Throwing for 195, running for 151. Very balanced offense. Dallas, 29.7 points a game. Dak Prescott, 13 touchdowns, 3 picks. They can run the season. Williams, Pickens, CeeDee Lamb's going to be back this week. They are giving up 30.7, giving up 270 through the air, 142 on the ground. Like I said, Commanders will be able to move the ball here. Having CeeDee Lamb back, though, that is a game changer. But I think Washington still squeaks out the win, 30-26. At 8:20 p.m., our final Sunday night game, the 3-2 Atlanta Falcons on the road versus the 4-2 San Francisco 49ers. Somehow, even with all the injuries, San Francisco is still 4-2. Right now, 49ers 61.8% chance to win, but the Falcons just pulled off another upset win here versus the Bills. This offense rolling right now looked pretty good last week. 49ers 2-point favorites, 47.5 over under. Atlanta 20 points a game, giving up 20 points a game. Bijan Robinson. This guy is carrying this team on his back right now. His back has to be sore from the work he's putting in. 49ers 20.8 points a game, giving up 21.7. So many injuries. Mac Jones, Purdy, McCaffrey, Kittle, Pearsall, Jennings. Everyone's been banged up this season. Mac Jones, Brock Purdy, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Christian McCaffrey, he does like 70% of the offense here, running it, catching out the backfield. Almost 500 yards receiving as a running back currently. Kittle is coming back this weekend. That's a massive upgrade. San Francisco gets back in the win column. They continue to roll 27-19. And moving on to our 2 Monday night matchups, 7 p.m. ABC, the 5-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You have to root for this team. Baker Mayfield, fun guys to watch. This team is so gritty. They've won all 5 of their games in the fourth quarter, coming back and beating very talented teams with a buttload of injuries. Egbuka banged up, Godwin banged up, Irving banged up, Mike Evans banged up. Doesn't matter who you roll out there for Baker Mayfield, he's going to get him the ball and he's going to feed it consistently. They're on the road, versus one of the best offenses in the NFL, the 4-2 Detroit Lions, the number one offense last year, just barely the number two offense right now. Lions 61.7% chance to win, 5.5 point favorites, 52.5 over under. Tampa Bay 27.5 points a game, throwing for 244, giving up 25.2. They give up some points here, but they also score some points. Detroit 31.8 points a game, a extremely loaded offensive roster. Goff, Gibbs, Montgomery, St. Brown's, Laporta. There's weapons all over the place. They're giving up 23.7. Coming off a loss, they're going to be hungry. They win 32-28. In our final game of the week, this is two teams that can play some solid defense. ESPN, 10 p.m. The 2-3 Houston Texans. The Texans, they don't have the best record, but actually playing pretty decent football the last couple weeks. The offense has finally decided to wake up. CJ Stroud starting to look like 2023 CJ Stroud. They're on the road versus the 4-2 Seattle Seahawks, coming off that win versus the Jags. Seattle, 51.4% chance to win. Houston, 48.2 again. Practically a 50-50 split. Seahawks, 3.5 point favorites, 41.5 over under. Houston, 21.6 points a game, giving up 12.2. That is the number one offense in the nation. They got weapons. Stroud, Strubb, Collins. But it's the defense. The defense steals the day. The defense travels on the road. Seattle, 27.7 points a game, throwing for 252, giving up 19.5, 79 yards on the ground. The number two rush defense. With this defense here, Sam Darnold, 11 touchdowns, 3 picks. Walker, Charbonnet, Smith-Njigba, 4 yards shy of 700 on the season. They have the defense at home. To me, this game, it could go either way. It's going to be it's going to be a fourth quarter one. Seattle wins 24-21. Guys, that's our quick picks for all of our Week 7 NFL matchups. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, drop your comments down below. Who do you think is going to win this game? If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to click on the pinned comment down below. Click on that link, sign up there. I would appreciate it. And thank you for staying with me, even with my raspy voice. Thanks for watching.